What's up, everybody? It's the main man Jaguar coming out swinging with another video. Yeah, all right. And today we are going to be doing another spec video, so y'all stay tuned for this. All right, so it's been a long time coming, man. It's been a while since I put out a little spec video. I think it's due for another one, and I got some really good ones for you guys, man. First of all, we gotta, when it comes to speculation, we gotta be looking at why these books are worth what they're worth, man. What is it? Is it hype, man? Is it the movie? Is it the narrative of the story? Sometimes, man, is it cultural significance? I think that's what we're trying to aim for with a lot of these specs. We're trying to look for cultural significance because those are going to be the books that are going to make the biggest splash, the biggest impact, okay? One of the first books that I want to talk about is Justice League of America number 21, and this is the first appearance of the new Aztec. I don't know what her name is. This is kind of an important character because it's not about what the character's done, but it's for the potential of the character, okay? And we're not talking about a movie, we're not talking about a series or anything, but potentially this character, I do not foresee this character getting like a movie or anything, but this character has a lot of potential if it's given its own series. Because remember, a lot of times we spec on movies and video, Disney Plus and all that shit, but sometimes we wanna start off with narratives, because a lot of times with the more solid characters, the characters that stay for a little bit longer, are the ones that have a solid narrative behind them, solid comic book stories, solid material that can be harvested for the screens later. All right, and I think this is a character that doesn't have any stories, any definitive stories or anything like that, but it's one that has a lot of potential, and I would like to see a solo series for Aztec. All right, so next book on the list is going to be Monstrous. Okay, so I was a little skeptical on this book. This book already kind of goes for about 40, 50 bucks if you can find it, and I really like the storytelling here, man. It's written by Marjorie Liu, and the art is by Sana Takeda. All right, I love the art in here. I love the story. I love the story, man. It's so brutal. It's so in your face, man. And I think I've only read volume 1 so far. And I believe it's already been optioned or something like that for an HBO Max series or something like that. I'm not sure which network is, so I might be wrong. If I'm going to be wrong, I'm corrected in the subtitle. I'll correct it in the subtitles, and it's not a big deal, But yeah, I think it has already kind of in the works for a TV show, and I can see this TV show being great, even if they do an anime out of it or anything. So I don't really see a huge ceiling for this book, but it's definitely got room to grow, for sure. All right. Next one. Jungle Action number 6. So this book's been making its rounds, man. All right, it's been making its rounds. It's got some 9.8s and 9.6s that have been on my radar that have been eye-opening prices out there, man. It's been making a little bit of a splash, okay? And I really like this character. Killmonger is like one of the best characters, but again, it goes back to cultural significance, but it also goes back to kind of like the potential of this character, okay? There's been some rumors about him possibly taking over the mantle of the Black Panther, and that in itself is kind of significant because of the rumors. If people want to pick it up for a quick flip, you can still get it pretty cheap because a lot of the people that picked it up in the first place were just for speculating reasons. Not many people picked this book up because they love the character, because the comic book character, especially in early times, he's just kind of a big old musclehead. He wasn't really refined until the Christopher Priest stuff in the late 90s and stuff like that. The movie really made him a cool character, really polished the character into a well-written one. And if you read the material by Brian Hill, I believe Brian Hill wrote a mini-series of Killmonger, and that was a great story to read. So again, this is a character that has a lot of potential, and it's already got good material. He's already got a great appearance, a great depiction, and he's already been exposed to the masses. And even if he doesn't take over the Black Panther persona on the movie screen, I can see them bringing him back, because Killmonger has come back many times, even as recently as last week, okay? So we saw this awesome character in a symbiote suit, and that's a way that he can actually level up. Whether they're gonna go this route in the mainstream, that's kind of a stretch, combining the Killmonger and symbiote suit. But definitely, we can see this book. I guess the most attractive thing about this character is this potential to turn into a anti-hero. All right. A lot of times, villains, yeah, they go up and down, man. And heroes, they stay a little bit more steady. But I'm gonna tell you, the books that you got to watch out for is some of these villains that have the potential to become anti-heroes. Okay, anti-heroes is what we're looking for here, and I'm saying that Killmonger does have that potential to be a great anti-hero, a hero of the people who's misunderstood. So yeah, enough of that about that book, man. Next one on here is gonna be Justice League dark characters, man. John Constantine. Swamp Thing is probably the biggest one. Zatanna. Even though the Zatanna book, it's already an expensive book, I don't really see that book growing up anymore. But definitely the John Constantine and the Swamp Thing definitely have more potential to grow, especially the House of Secrets 92, because that's an iconic cover. And I think that's what kind of hurts the Zatanna and the first Zatanna and the first John Constantine, that they're actually not on the cover of their first appearance books. So I think that kind of hurts that appeal of those books. Because remember, guys, never underestimate the power of wall candy. Next one book on the list, and it's going to be a Supergirl book. First appearance of Supergirl. No, I'm not talking about Kara Zor-El, but I'm talking about the potential appearance of Linda Danvers. All right. So they just released the casting of a new Supergirl who's going to make her first appearance in the Flashpoint movie by DC. So here's a lot of people were complaining about, because she is an actress of Mexican American descent and she has dark hair. She's a brunette. Now a lot of people are saying, is she going to be a blonde? Are they going to color blonde? And I'm saying maybe she's not even going to be Kara Zor-El. Maybe she's going to be Linda Danvers, right? That's what I'm thinking. Maybe we're going to go with a new angle. We might be going with Linda Danvers, because remember, Flashpoint. This is a book that you can probably find. The most expensive copy you probably find is probably going to be like $10, because it is the first appearance of a demon named Buzz. And it's a solid story. It's also one of my favorite covers of all time. One of the most grunge covers of all time. If there's a category for grunge, definitely it doesn't get more grunge like this, unless you pull out that Deadpool Nirvana comic. But whatever. All right, y'all. And for the number one book, I think that we should probably be speculating on, and that is gonna be Marvel Spotlight number 5. Okay, this book is already hot, man. All right, so Marvel Spotlight's kind of in a similar situation. I feel that Ultimate Fallout 4 was in around this time last year, in that the book was hot on the market, right? But it was low-key hot, man. It was kind of like bubbling under the surface. And the book moved, man. People were looking for it. People were trying to get it. It was very competitive. And people always ended up paying a little bit more over what the market value was. Not a whole lot, but a little bit more. And I think that's what's been going on with Marvel Spotlight for the last year. People have been paying a little bit more. And I think as soon as there's an announcement for a new story, a new movie, anything kind of promo or anything that's going to be showing us Ghost Rider in the MCU, and this book is going to blow up the same way Miles Morales blew up with the Miles Morales video game announcement last year. So I think that this is another book that is kind of just bubbling under the surface, waiting to be unleashed, okay? So I definitely think that this is a book that's still on the rise. It's more than was last year, but I think it's not hit its potential yet. Ghost Rider is just a cool character. I've been diving into it. You guys have been checking my Instagram. I've been picking up a lot of the volume 1s, because I feel like a lot of those books, that's an underrated run. You can still pick it up for $2 to $3. And also, because MCU seems to be kind of like treading towards that, they're going to be opening up a little section of dark Marvel, Werewolf by Night, Moon Knight. I feel like they're going to be setting it up with Blade, Werewolf by Night, and I feel like Ghost Rider is going to be in there. A lot of Midnight Suns is going to be in there, and so I think that Ghost Rider is probably a good book to pick up, as well with a lot of those dark horror MCU stories. So yeah, man. So yeah, that's it for my speculations for February, man. So you guys stay hunting, man. Stay frosty out there looking for these, man. And don't get too caught up in these waves, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you're locked and loaded when the wave comes, then hell yeah, hang 10, surf it out, right? But if you're caught flat-footed by a wave, don't be afraid to let that wave pass you by, man, and just wait for the one that you're ready for. All right. In the meantime, that's what the goal is. We're trying to hunt for books that aren't on other people's radars. We're trying to trailblaze our own thing. We're trying to set up our own path to where we might not be moving fast, but we're moving steady, right? All right, man. So yeah, guys, that's it for my speculation video. I appreciate you guys tuning in and watching my videos. As always, keep doing what you guys are doing. I'm gonna keep doing me, keep doing the stuff I love. And with that being said, man, y'all guys stay up. Peace.
Get over here! Fatality.